Hey everyone, it's Angela, and it has been a long time since I made one of these videos, like 5 years long. So here's my new backpack. Make sure it's all on screen. It's a low-pro photo hatchback 22L AW, and this great blue color. So a lot of things have changed since then. My hair is shorter now, and I have a completely new system. So I thought this was an appropriate time to do another What's in My Camera Bag video. So this is the camera bag that I have been using lately. It's the Tamrac Runyon, and I really like this backpack because it looks so much like one of those JanSports backpacks. Like, if you were just walking down the street really casually, just looked at it real quick, you would really think it was a JanSport backpack. So I really like how you can't tell it's a camera bag, and it's just the basic necessities of exactly what I need for my everyday photo shoots. So I carry this when I'm just walking around the city or out just very casually, minimal equipment. This is the backpack that I really like using. I like backpacks just because I have the 2 straps and it's just a lot more supportive and easier on my back. And this one does a great job. The only thing that I don't like about this backpack is that there's no like water bottle pockets or anything like that. I like drinking water, and it kind of makes it a little bit more difficult to carry a water bottle, but sometimes I'll just clip it on here or just like put one really quickly in there. Otherwise, I love it. It's just very durable and it's exactly what I need on an everyday basis. So I haven't added or cleaned anything, or I'm not sure what's in here. I don't think it's anything too bad because there's not really a lot of room to really put anything in here. So we'll just go through the different pockets of my backpack. So first things first, in this small pocket here, I have my wallet, basic necessities, and then I have a disposable camera. I just love carrying this around. Most of the time I forget that it's in here, but just in those off chances when I'm out shooting with friends or something like that, it's just fun to pull a disposable camera out. I have 10 more images on this camera, so should use this up. So I have my disposable camera, my wallet. This is earphones. I love carrying earphones with me whenever I'm out shooting, and this is just like an easy way to keep the cord like all together, so it's not all over the place in my backpack. So I have my earphones for my iPhone in here. I have a plastic glove because, you know, coronavirus. You never know. Lip gloss. I always have lip gloss with me. I don't know why. In all of my bags, I always have lip gloss. And another thing that I always have in all my bags is a pen. I hate not having a pen when you really need a pen. Like, you know, when you're on the airplane and you need it for like customs or something like that, I never have a pen. So I always want to carry a pen with me, so I always have a pen, even though I don't even know when I've ever needed a pen when I'm out shooting. But you know, you never know. If you need a pen, it's there. I have a face mask, because coronavirus, and hand sanitizer that I actually bought when I was in Taiwan, and I just refilled this bottle with hand sanitizer. So hand sanitizer and just a few coins from Taiwan too. So that is in the small pocket, just like a few little accessory things that I need. In this top pocket is everything else. So I always keep this like cosmetic bag full of things that I may need. So I actually have the new GoPro. It's not new anymore actually. The new GoPro 9 just got announced. So I have the GoPro 8 Black, which I really like. One of the features that I really like about this camera is that the prongs come out straight from the camera, and you don't need like an extra housing for it. I like it, but it also makes me kind of nervous too. Like, what if these fall off or something? Like, I know you can replace them, but I like it, but it also makes me a little nervous. But otherwise, the quality that I get from the GoPro is really great. I don't usually carry it around with me. It just happened to be in my backpack because I was using it the other day. But this is a great little camera. I also, in this cosmetic bag, I also have my camera remote, just for if I ever want to do long exposures or anything like that. I prefer the wired camera remotes, just because I feel like they're more reliable. Sometimes with wireless you have to be in front of the camera to shoot, or sometimes it's just not connecting right, and I just know that it will work every time when I have the camera remote. So this is just one. I think I just got it off of Amazon. Just really simple, the most basic remote that you need. I'll just hold it down like that. More lip gloss. Camera lens, just because I'm so bad at putting my camera lenses back on. You'll probably see when I pull out my camera, but my camera lens is in this little accessories bag. This is my memory card holder, where I go to store all of my used memory cards or get some new ones. I also have some micro SDs in here too, you know, for the drone or for the GoPro. My friend Andy just gave me some lens wipes, so I stored a few in my bag. These are great for rainy days, or if you just need to clean up your lenses, these are great. I have a little tripod mount. I don't know where the screw is for that. I don't know. But I also have these L brackets in here because I always need them for my tripod and I can never find them, and it's just so much easier if I carry it around with all of my stuff, because you always need these when you're like out on the field or something like that. So I have my L brackets for my tripod in there. So that's in this little cosmetics bag. I like it clear just so I can see exactly where everything is too. It just makes life so much easier that way. And the last thing I have is a granola bar, because you never know. This has been in there for a little while now, but it's still good. So put it back in there. And that is all that I have on top. Usually if it's cold or something like that, I like to bring layers, and I'll just store it in here, or you know, water bottles, things like that. That's a great little compartment there. But what we're all here to see is the back. So like I said, you would never know this was a camera backpack unless you really like looked at it and inspected it. Like, I think this is the only thing that really gives it away that it's a camera backpack, this Tamrac. But I mean, you could put another patch over it, or just even like probably rip this off or whatever. So this is what's on the inside. I don't know, everything about this has changed since last time I filmed this video. I think the only thing that is the same is the 16 to 35 millimeter. It is one of my go-to lenses. I use it all the time. You can definitely tell in the close-up just how much this lens has been used, but it is a great wide-angle lens. I have the f4 just because I felt that 2.8 and it was so heavy, and if you know me, I've mentioned it before, I just like keeping it light and minimal. And so for the wide angle, I have a 16 to 35 f4 lens. Still very great lens. But my favorite lens, which is still on my camera right now, is my 70-200. Again, I have the f4 just because I don't like the extra weight. I haven't really felt the need for the 2.8 yet. It is a nice lens though. I have used it, but it's just so heavy. And this, the f4, just fits so nicely in my hands. And if it's too heavy, I just feel like I don't want to go out and shoot. I don't feel comfortable. And then I have my Sony a7R III on here. This is a great camera. I've been loving it so far, and I always keep an L bracket on, because even though I'm not always shooting with a tripod, I just like having it as kind of like a protector bumper type thing. Just like when I'm shooting really low or against a wall or something like that, it's just a nice protection so my camera itself isn't leaning against the floor or something like that, because we don't want this to happen all over my camera. Or we're going to try to prevent that happening so much on my camera. So we have the three-legged thing, which is a really nice L bracket. The only complaint that I have about the L bracket is there's a little tiny gap here, but after a while you just get used to it. Otherwise, it's a great little L bracket. A7R3, my little upgrade from the A7 II. And last but not least, my newest lens is my 35mm f1.8. This is the fastest lens I own, and I love it for shooting street, or just like if I'm out with friends and I want to bring a camera, I just want to carry something light, I'll just slap on the 35mm and just go like that. When the 35mm is on this camera, it is so small and compact. It kind of feels like a point and shoot just because it is so small, and I love it. And I didn't mind going to the faster lens with the 35mm just because it's so small. It's so small. Like, I love it. So that is all that I carry around in my everyday backpack. When I'm out shooting with friends or just like really casually just walking around and I want to have my camera with me, I usually carry this Hex brand bag. I love this, what is it called? Fanny pack? Yeah, I love this fanny pack just because it is so small, it's so easy to carry around. I'll just put my 35mm on my camera and it fits very nicely in here. It's padded, it's specifically made for cameras. I feel really secure when I'm carrying this around. And it has a few little pockets in here. There's nothing in here just because usually after I'm done using it, I clean it all out and put it back into my everyday bag. It's just a really nicely made camera bag that's small and just easy to just carry around little things. But for my big boy camera bag, I have the Brevity rucksack. This is what I carry if I'm going to go hiking for a long time or if I'm traveling. And I will use this backpack when I want to pack all of my camera gear that I had in the other bag, but my drone as well, because it will all fit in here very nicely and it's just so much easier to use. It's bigger. I do like how there's waist straps to make it easier to carry around. It has a water bottle pocket on this side and an easy access to your camera equipment on this side too. So this is the camera bag that I use whenever I'm out and I need all of my equipment, my drone, everything else. Last but not least, actually, no, second to last but not least, I have my drone, and I have them in these little containers, or these organizational containers, which makes it so much easier to store when I'm not using it. I just like having it all in these little containers because I know exactly where everything should go. So I have just the Mavic Pro, and I have considered going to the Mavic Pro 2, but where I live, it's just not a lot of places to fly around here. So it didn't really seem like it was worth my investment. I think if I lived somewhere where I could fly a lot more often, or I didn't have to go so far to fly, then I would look more into the Mavic 2 or Mavic Pro 2, but right now I'm very happy with my Mavic. It's just this bubble, for some reason, doesn't always stay. Oh well. So these little containers for the Mavic are really great to organize. And last but not least, I have my tripod. It is the new Peak Design travel tripod, and I love it. I just love how small it is. I love how compact it gets. It is just a little bit lighter than my previous tripod, the Gitzo with the really red stuff head, but it's just so much smaller and compact than it is, and it's great. If my camera bag had a water bottle siding to it, then this would fit perfectly in there. The three-legged L bracket fits very nicely in here. I got it because it's an Arca bracket that fits in here, so fits very nicely. So that was all of my gear. Hey guys, I just finished editing that video and I did not realize how everything I own is just black. I mean, I think that's just what happens when you get older, but I will try to work on adding some color into my life. But if you have any questions about any of the camera gear that I just showed, or the camera bags or whatever, just let me know in the comments below, and maybe I can do like a dedicated video with just all my thoughts and opinions on that. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you'd like to see more videos, please subscribe. I will be uploading more videos. I have a couple things planned. So definitely subscribe if you'd like to see more videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye.